Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are back with another franchise mode episode with the Halifax Buccaneers. We have 20 games left in the season. Alex Ovechkin has 81 points. He has over 40 goals for us this season. Now, here's the thing. Trade deadline is upon us, but I don't really think... We're only 4-5-1 in our last 10. I don't really think there's a whole lot of moves that we really need to make. I'm going to look at our lines really quickly. I do want to make this kind of a fast one. Dave Finley. Look at this. 37 points for the kid. 37 points after a huge showing for the Sioux Greyhounds. I think what we're going to do is we're going to quick sim to the end of this season, and then we're just going to gear up for the playoffs. If we make it into the playoffs, I think first thing we're going to do is we're just going to, simulate just past this, the Rangers game, Pro Scout Con K, against Chicago. We won it 5-3. There we go. And we're at the trade deadline. Nate Schmidt is available to play in the team's next game. I love it. Let's get that defenseman back out there. Who did we bring out? Was it Osterley we brought out? So we'll put Stephen Johns back here. Osterley and him have this really terrific chemistry thing going. It was Schmidt on top and Gus down here. Nate Schmidt on that top line. He worked really well. I got to sneeze. Oh my goodness. Halifax player David Perron is out with a mild concussion. That sucks because he is one of our top line guys. So what we're going to do, he is a left-handed shot, so I'm going to take... no, Hoffman doesn't really work up there. Matt Siemens just jumped to 83 overall. That is mental. So what if... Does Matt Siemens, he kind of works on that top line. We got a sniper, playmaker, power forward combo. What is Granny Smith's? Faceoffs are 77, and Matt Siemens are 79. I'm going to toss Matt Siemens on that center position. Jamel Smith doesn't really work there. Who do we got? DeMello, Pouliot, and Trevor Daley. So, thinking we might have to call somebody up here. Power of video editing. We're gonna fix this up real good. All right, and we're back. Okay, 4-3 shootout win. Nate Schmidt's gone with an abdominal. Head coach replaces player. Let's do this. Up against New York, we win in a shootout. Christian Jaros, Ottawa is placing Jaros on waivers. Would you like to claim him? I'm all right. All right, so we're past the New York Rangers game. In the last 3 games, we have won all 3. We beat Chicago 5-3. We took out Vegas in a shootout win. We took out the New York Rangers in a shootout win. Now let's get to just past the Vancouver game. What is happening? Why won't you let me do stuff? What is happening? What's going on here? Okay, I don't really know what's going on there, so I'll go back to the calendar yet again. All right, let's try this again. Let's get past the Vancouver game. Up against Arizona, Perron is available. Hold on, I'm going to say continue until after the Smashville game. He recovered from an injury. All right. I was going to say do not lose morale for being scratched. Okay. More power of video editing. All right, and we're back. Let's get back to it. Jesus, this is like, the injuries in this game are making this take so much longer than I wanted it to. So now let's try and get past, like, say, the Boston game. Let's see how far we can get without losing half of our team. Fired the coach. I thought it was going to be somebody injured again. All right, so we won and then we lost to Tampa. So we're 38-26-6. After the Boston game, we'll go to that later. Another win, 39-26-6. Let's just wait until the standings come back around. I'm sure Nate Schmidt's got to be back one of these days here. And we're the next one. Oh, we're currently 2 points out of a playoff spot. So let's get past Colorado. All right, here we go, boys. We got to start putting some wins together. Nate Schmidt has returned to the lineup. Power of video editing. All right, and we're back, and we're simulating again. We beat the St. Louis Blues. Now we're going up against Minnesota. We lost, but against Colorado, we won. So we are currently in a wild card spot with 7 games to go in this season. Oh, boy, here we go. Let's get right before that San Jose game. Come on, keep the injury bug away. Keep the injury bug at bay. So we lost to Edmonton. We won against Montreal. Okay, so there's 2 points. Up against Dallas. Oh my God, what a loss. That's terrible. And a shootout loss. So we're back out of a playoff spot with 3 games to go. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to do a real-time simulation up against some of these teams. We got 3 games to go this season, and we're currently, I think, 2 points out of the playoffs. We are 2 points back of Pittsburgh for that 3rd playoff spot. If we can just get 2 wins here, I think there's a good chance. If we can get like 2 wins, we might be able to sneak in with a wild card. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, Alex Ovechkin with 98 points in 79 games. Let's go simulate game. We're going to quick sim the first period, and then we're going to slow sim the rest. First period, 2-0 Halifax. It's Matt Siemens and Matt Luff. Let's go, boys. We're out shooting San Jose. Oh, but Princess Evander's going to get one back for him. Oh, my goodness. Come on now. All right, we're halfway through the game. Come on, boys. 3-1. Torrey Krug gets it. Oh, but it's 3-2. Nosek gets it right back. Granny Smith. Mikael Granlund gets one. And Carlson gets it right back. What a second period when it comes to scoring goals right now. That is ridiculous. 5-3. Matt Siemens gets another one. And we're on the power play. Oh, and that's how we're going to end the second period. Let's keep going. 5-3. We got to start shutting this team down, though. We got to stop letting them get goals on us here. 5-3. Just hang on to it. Hang on to it, boys. Final 10 minutes of the game. Here we go. Oh, it's power play for San Jose, but we killed it off. That's good. And Ryan Merkley gets one. Come on, boys. Come on. Hold them off. Empty netter by Blake Como, and we take it 6-4. Let's see who got what. Luff with his 5th by Torrey Krug. Matt Siemens now has 12 goals on the season. Then Torrey Krug with his 20th on the blue line. Granlund. Matt Siemens again with his 13th. And then Blake Como with his 8th goal of the season. Assisted by Luff. I will take that every day of the week. David Finley has been injured with an injured foot until the 12th, so he's going to be out until, a couple games into the playoffs, I think. You know what? Head coach replaces player. We don't got time for it right now, man. We are in that 3rd spot. We are simulating to the Toronto game, and the Penguins lost their last game, so we're still in that 3rd spot. All right. Let's get through this one, boys. Let's get through it. First period. Oh, we're down 3-0, but we know that doesn't mean anything. 3-1, and Perron gets it back. That's my boy. And we're on the power play. 3-2, and we're still on the power play. Oh, it's 3-2. Just like that, we're right back in the game. See, that's what I mean, right? Doesn't mean anything. Pepsi break, brought to you by Pepsi. And that's how we're going to end the second period. I truly think I should be a spokesperson for Pepsi. That stuff is like the nectar of the gods, and I drink it every day. Especially when I'm doing videos, you gotta keep drinking liquids, keep that voice good. Your voice wears out really, really quickly doing this. And it's 3-3. Granlund ties it in the 3rd. Come on, boys, keep pushing. They got 3 goals in the first period, and we have shut them out since then. Come on, boys. 4-3, it's Backlund. I think we're going to the playoffs, boys. 5-3 in the empty net. It's Mikael Granlund. Oh, baby, I think we're going to the playoffs, boys. All right, Perron with his 18th, and Ovechkin, boom, that's his 100th point of the season. Kapanen with his 11th by Backlund and Gustafsson, and Mikael Granlund gets 2 more goals right there. And Ovechkin with another assist. Perron had a big game. That is amazing. Look at this. Against Toronto, Cameron McDonald gets an assist on Travis Dermott's 2nd goal of the season. Oh, boys, if Pittsburgh loses one more game, it's like, dude, we're in. Oh, my God, Pittsburgh lost their next game. Look at this. Pittsburgh is still at 94. Dude, we clinched. We clinched a playoff spot. We're in the playoffs, boys. I said we need 2 wins out of 3. We got, you know what, Dave? I got it. You're not good till the 12th, buddy. Last game of the season, we qualified. We clinched a playoff spot. Can we make it 45 wins on the season? And then in the next episode, we are going to start the playoffs. All right, first period, 0-0. That's what I like to see. Shut the Philly Flyers out. Oh, it's 1-0. I said it. I cursed my own team. All right. Can we go? Yeah, come on. Power play, boys. Never mind. They killed it off. Halfway through the game. Can we go 3 for 3 in the last 3 games? No, Ivan Provorov is going to get it to make it 2-0. It's okay. We clinched. It's one of those things. It would just be nice, you know? It would just be really nice to win the last game. Oh, Blake Como says, no, man. We're gonna take this. We're gonna take this. Come on, boys. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. We just need one more. Even push overtime. Let's do this. Let's do this, boys. Come on. Final 10. It's tied 2-2. That's what I'm talking. Fuck you, Green. You're a jerk. You are a jerk. Come on, tie it up, boys. Tie it up, boys. We're late. We can't tie it, and we lose the last game of the season. We actually got through that pretty quick. This is going to be a really, really short video, but that is okay, because that is just, you know, shake it out. Get it out of the way. And look at this. Same amount of points and everything. Same amount of points. The Pittsburgh Penguins, they actually had more regulation wins than we did. But I think it's because they had more losses in regulation than we did. So that's why we beat them. So we're going up against the Philadelphia Flyers in the first round of the playoffs. So I'm just going to skip ahead one day. We're starting to get really, really good locker room chemistry. But I am going to go to the like league-wide scoring and everything here. So in a minute anyway, you know. So Alex Ovechkin with 102 points leads our team. He is 6 points shy of 1,400, 3 goals shy of 750. What a beauty. Here we go. And he went back up to a 94. That is really cool to see. All right, Mikael Granlund, 84-point season for Mikael Granlund, who had 65 points before. What did I sign him for again? 1 year, 8.2. Did I extend him? I'm trying to remember if I extended him. Anyway, we'll get to our created people there. David Finley had a phenomenal rookie season with 47 points. Sorry, Matt Siemens, but it looks like the created player award of the year is probably going to go to Dave Finley, I would think, right? Who else did we have that came up after the draft? I don't think anybody actually came up after the draft, but Matt Siemens kind of actually regressed from his rookie season. He actually kind of dropped in production because, remember, he missed 20 games, right? After that, you know, it's not really too much of a story here. Let's see how Antti Ranta finished with a 902 and a 310. So by the end of the season, there was like, I don't know, Antti Ranta was kind of lacking. And exact same numbers for Mr. Eunice Korpisalo. Okay, so we're going to go to all skaters. And we're going to go to league-wide scoring and see who led. It was David Pasternak leads with 117 points in all 82 games played. Cooch second with 113 points. And then if you go down the line, look at this. Eichel beat McDavid. But McDavid missed a game. McDavid missed the last game of the season. So if he'd have played, there's a good chance he could have had a multi-point night. And he could have had the edge on Eichel. Oh, man. All right, McDavid, look at this. 97 overall. What a beast. What are his career stats so far? 568 points. Almost 600 career points for the 24-year-old. Fourth 100-point season. Sorry, I burped there. What a beauty. Let's see, rookie skaters. Where's Dave Finley rank? Number 2. To the 23-year-old Alex Nylander. This is baloney. Oh, look at this. 4 points behind Alex Nylander, who's 85 overall. Dave Finley, 78. That's how good he is. That's how good he is, baby. All right. Now we're going to go take a look at how our created people did to end this video. We'll view the draft class really, really quick. So we'll go players search. Watch listed players. Patrick McDonald, who is now 79 overall. We can bring him up for the playoffs. We can. We can bring Patty Mick up for the playoffs. He had 92 points in 47 games for Niagara. Oh my God. Look at these numbers. That is disgusting. I love it. 21 power play goals, 45 power play points. Holy crap. And his partner in crime, Mr. Darren McDonald, on the right wing. Here we go. 78 overall. He had 90 points in 48 games as well. Oh, man. The Washington Capitals drafted Darren McDonald 3rd overall. And look at this kid. Cameron McDonald, in his 2nd season with the Toronto Maple Leafs, has a 33-point season. So, even though he missed a few games, he had a couple more assists this year than he did last year. But he missed 2 games, and he did technically a better production. Didn't have as many game-winning goals, but didn't have as many goals, right? This is just the first 2 years of his career. He's got high top 6 forward potential. I mean, I think Cameron McDonald after this year, he's eligible for a contract here. If he goes to free agency, I can try to steal him from Toronto. I can. I could put Cameron McDonald on my team. Ethan Bryant for the Chicago Blackhawks has a 50-point season after his 45-point rookie campaign. Ethan Bryant, man, he showed up. I think Chicago's pretty happy with him as a playmaker. He's relatively fast, physically not too bad. He's a decent shooter, but those puck skills and the senses, right? The poise. He's good under pressure. He's got decent discipline. He's pretty intelligent as a player. So now we got to take a look at goalies, where we have Ryan Chisholm, the Ottawa Senators starting goaltender. In 62 games played, he had 32 wins. He has a .916 and a .255 goals against average with 5 shutouts. The 24-year-old. He's got 1 year left after this one. I would be surprised. I would be really surprised. I'm going to look at his career stats. 123 games played. He's 66, 43, and 10 with 6 shutouts, a career save percentage of .914, and a goals against average of .263. Dude, the guy's legit. Then we go to Rock Mantha, the future goaltender for the Halifax Buccaneers. 55 games played in Niagara. He went 31, 13, and 4 with 7 shutouts. Oh my goodness. What a season in the minors for Rock Mantha. My goodness. 69 overall goaltender. I think next year he could be in the low to mid 70s, and I think he'll be like 1 year out. And then honestly, I think Rock Mantha is going to end up being like pretty much our backup goalie within 2 years. And let's hope we can get there as quickly as possible. I'm really hoping I can get like 10 years into this at least, so we really do got to start like flying through it. So let's see. Let's look at the draft. So they still say Matty Laakkonen is going to go first. He is a defensive defenseman who's NHL ready. Trevor Wong, he had 78 points in 58 games played. He is a center. I think he's a playmaker. He's NHL ready. Aiden Nouse. Your boy Aiden Nouse. Look at this. 86 points in 53 games for the Sudbury Wolves. He's a +6, leading the parade. Magic hands, one-on-one skill, offensive creativity, no weaknesses. Look at his puck skills. A+. It doesn't say if he is NHL ready or not. The only problem I have with Aiden Nouse is his personality in this. Some concerns. Can he handle a professional environment? He cares about winning, but I don't know, man. Maybe he's a little immature, I don't know. So that's going to make that interesting. Then we move down just a couple spots to Mr. Oliver Dupuis, who had 35 points in 50 games. Actually took kind of a step back for Rimouski this year. Had the same amount of goals, he had less points. His shooting, so he shot less, and his percentage went up. But, Either way, he has that leadership ability. He has no weaknesses. Decent skating. They're saying he's 2 years out. He's a soft-spoken guy. Seems to handle the professional environment pretty well. I like that. That is okay with me. And those are the only 2 people that we got. Anyway, next video, we're going to be starting the playoffs. And I think by the time, you know what, we're going to skip ahead really quick to the playoffs. Season complete. Season complete. And on the 12th, we go up against the Philadelphia Flyers. I want to take a really quick look at the playoff tree to see who's facing who. So Chicago against Minnesota, St. Louis and Dallas, Vancouver and Vegas, Winnipeg and LA. That is the West. In the East, we got Halifax and Philly, Carolina versus Ottawa. So if we beat Philly in the first round, we could very well face Ryan Chisholm and the Ottawa Senators in the East semifinals. Then we got Tampa versus Toronto, and we got Boston versus Florida. That would be a hell of a series. Both of those series would be pretty wild. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I am going to edit the lines really quickly to make sure Dave Finley is actually on the team when the playoffs start, so I don't forget about it, because I plan on recording the first episode of the playoffs part, you know, so I think it's like episode 17 or 18 or whatever of the franchise mode. I plan on recording that about 3 or 4 days from now, because I got a couple more videos I got to do between now and then. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And until next time, everybody, have a good one.